So we ordered a flow hive. So it's kind of hilarious how we discovered the flow hive.
I almost got scammed. Watching a YouTube video, and as they do with their 1,000 adverts, the scammers ran an advert using Flow Hive's exact video but offering it for like $150 or something. I was like, that's amazing.
And you'd never heard of it before?
No, I'd never heard of. Well, a friend in South Africa has something similar, but I don't know if it's Flow Hive. But I was like, hey, it's Friend Cat.
We haven't seen him for a while.
Hey, big guy.
Wait, is she pregnant?
Yeah, looking fat. So anyway, when I was like, wait a tick, this is like really nice, I don't think it would be $150. So we looked it up and found the real thing. So the real thing is 800.
Well, so we did the March special, and every month they have a special, and I think it's the same thing, just a different hive. So we got this for $800, and that includes the
suit and the little smoke pump,
which we'll show you, and then the actual hive with the frames.
It's really cool. So why are we doing bees?
So I was feeling kind of hesitant about doing bees just because we are renting and we are probably only going to be here for another year unless the Lord keeps us here longer. And so I didn't know what it would look like for us to move with bees. So we researched it, and you can move with bees, so that was awesome confirmation. Our other reason, my hesitation, was it is $800, so it was an investment. But we figured up how much we were spending on honey, because we do love honey, and we figured with just getting honey, we would pay, the honey would pay for itself from the bees after 4 years. And we don't plan on just doing honey, so we love propolis. When we're in South Africa, we know a local beekeeper who makes propolis balm, and it is so healing, it is so good for you, and it's actually hard to find in America. So we would like to make our own propolis. We want to make our own tinctures with it, and use the beeswax, and so we really want to figure out how to use all the properties and the comb and make our own products with.
And then one of my things as well is the whole mission of being regenerative, of healing land. For us is like, what do we use? We love honey, so let's make our own honey. It's great for gardens and pollinating, and you know, it's that whole thing of like, oh, you know, the butterflies and the bees, there's, you know, problems like, oh, we should help them, and you watch all these documentaries and sad music, and it's like, oh, just get your own beehive, make your own, plant your own butterfly flowers, like just do the thing, and then you don't have to watch all the sad documentaries anymore. Number two for us is being mobile. Where, you know, what can you do on rented land? Beehives you can take with you, potted trees you can take with you, herbs you can take with you. So it's like, what are all the things, worms you can take with you? Oh yeah, let's show you our worms. So in this bin we have the little red wigglers, which are the proper composting worm. Ours arrived pretty dehydrated. I've only found one living, so I ain't gonna find any for you. But in this, we have the big boys, the European night crawlers.
So we ordered 100 of each, figuring that they would multiply themselves.
And they are doing very well. There we go, there's one.
So we just took the newspaper off before, so they probably reburied. They're usually right on top. There they are.
Hey big guys, look at them, beautiful. So these guys are your like classic fishing worm. So we got a nice little overall bee suit with a little space helmet thing. So that's really cool.
So that we got an extra large, because you want it to be a little bit bigger.
Yep. And then the little smoke pump. So smoke makes the bees docile. So we put some, I'll read the instructions, but got ourselves some sweet
gear. So here's all of our starters. They're looking really good. It's nice and warm today, so we're putting them outside to strengthen their stems. And here's our shelf that we got for in front of the window where we place them at night. So we put them in here or the Gorilla Grow tent. And we have opened up our garden. We took the tarp off, and I decided I was going to go ahead and put the cauliflower and cabbage in the ground, and we're going to do a makeshift low tunnel until our pole benders come in to where we could make our own. So we'll see how they do. And this is hilarious. So our garlic is doing awesome, but we have bulbs that are bursting through our cold frame. So we thought it was a mole digging this giant mound, and nope, it's definitely, I don't know what the actual name is, but my family calls them naked ladies. So yeah.
Look at this bad boy.
Wow.
Got a little veil hat. With,
That's hilarious.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh? I have a mask on, guys. Come on. This will protect me. Pretty comfy, pretty cozy. My favorite type of hat, the boonie. Very cool. So the reason we did the flow hive is for the ease of accessing the honey. My dad had the old conventional beehive back in the day, and it was such a mission getting the honey from it that I think he just let it be a wild hive for the bees to just pollinate the fruit trees. And then I worked on a homestead where I spent like 4 days chiseling out the old wax frames for the next season, and I was just like, this sucks. So the old way, very labor intensive, very just frustrating to deal with, whereas this way, I don't know the science or the patent behind it or whatever, but like it splits the frame and the honey comes out, and you never have to spin the honey and scrape the frame and this kind of thing, apparently. So hopefully it'll be a lot easier.
Yeah, and it's cool because you can see their videos. You just turn the knob and your honey comes out.
So Uncle Jim's, what, 2 days later?
Yeah,
They've
2 days.
sent us a bunch of replacements for the little red wigglers who didn't survive. And these guys are looking so
lively.
much healthier. Yeah, I just put a bunch of them. Here's one.
I wish we would have recorded the last group that we got.
Yeah, but these guys are alive. Oh.
The last group was dried. They were in a clump and they never revived.
They never made it. Yep, here are these little guys. These little red wigglers. So they are communal feeders, so they like mob things. Whereas the big fat fishing worms are individual feeders. They'll just like to cruise on their own. These guys like to cruise as a bunch. So yeah, look at that. They're already nice and lively, and I poured water on them. You're supposed to pour a cup of water on them as you get them so they can rehydrate. So they're looking great. Looking great. So those are all of our fun developments for the week.